Oh, it's been a great journey so far. I mean, I'm excited to be here. The tempo, the practice has been, just outstanding. It's been fun. It's been all over the place. The energy's there every single day. People bring it from the defense and the offensive side. So it's just a fun environment to be around every day here.
How many? Go ahead. If you had to use a couple words to describe the receiving corps, what would that be?
Explosive, dynamic, and just go up and get it.
How many schools showed interest in you once you entered the portal? Why did you pick those?
As I can remember, there's at least over 15 schools that have reached out to me. The main reason why I chose U of A is just the conversation I had with Coach Fish. That besides the fact that I have, besides football, I have a baby here as well up in the Chandler area. So wanted to be closer to him, and Coach Fish knew that, and he also knows my goals that I want to do, after college. So just having those great conversations, building that relationship with him, really just made it feel like this was the right place for me, and I was just hands down like I want to come here, and I told Coach Fish that I'm committed 100%. Yes, I have a boy.
How old is he? What's his name?
So he just turned 2 this past November. His name is Chase, and he's my little boy.
Cool. Very cool. So how does one go from a 2-star recruit out of high school to, I mean, they gave you 4 stars, when you entered the portal? How does something like that?
Just over time, I used that as a chip on my shoulder that, I knew that I wasn't a 2-star coming out of high school, so I kind of took that as disrespect. So I just took that in my grind, in my everyday life of football, just to grind and to show people what I really am about. And obviously that, that showed after I went into the transfer portal and stuff like that. So I'm just, just humble and blessed that I'm in this situation that I'm in right now, and, all glory to God.
Do you think late bloomer is an accurate description, or do you think you were just better than people thought you were?
I think people just had a lower standard of me because of my height. I was kind of a scrawny kid, so people just kind of overlooked that. So, but I knew what the kind of potential I had. So, just over the time, just grew my body a little bit bigger, got a little stronger, faster, and then just let my game speak for itself.
How would you describe your playing style?
Playing style, fast, explosive, making plays.
Sure. Did you primarily play in the slot when you were at your previous school, or were you all over the formation?
Yeah, when I first got there my freshman year, I was primarily slot. My sophomore, junior year, I was all over the place, inside, outside, backfield, you name it.
Huh, okay,
Yeah.
Okay. What are your initial impressions of Noah Fika?
Oh yeah, that dude's a baller. He can play. He comes out here ready to work each and every day. He's super comfortable in the pocket, steps up, makes throws, makes accurate throws, understands coverages. He'll change certain plays to get into the right place. So, him coming out of high school and him making that that statement for himself, and it's just outstanding. And that he has a bright future for him here at U of A, and that he can go really, really far, I believe.
Sure. What's the biggest difference between this offense and the previous offense?
I would say this offense, we're a little bit more up-tempo. Get on the ball speed. We have these certain plays that, that as soon as we have a play done, we're right on the ball again, ready to go. Unlike my last school, we were kind of, slow tempo, kind of figure out what the other defense is doing, and then call a play. So that's just I would say, number one main adjustment from my school from here. But, I'm taking it in and just going one day at a time.
Were you in more of a spread style previously, or was it pro style?
I would say more spread, honestly, in that my old school. We were more spread this past year. I would say previous years before that, we were more pro style.
You were?
Yeah.
So in terms of where you're lining up and the types of routes that you're running, would you say you're pretty comfortable?
Oh, yeah, I'm used to it. I mean, I've been doing it for now 3 years, so just coming here, just applying that to here. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Well, they come ready to work. Like, they know most freshmen, they come in like, oh, I'm a freshman. I'm going to just sit, watch. These freshmen, they come in, they sit, watch, and they actually do it to see the field this year.
What does it do for yourself having that competition out there like 3 days ago?
It pushed me to be the best I can be, because if I see a freshman coming in and working, it's like, what are you doing?
Coach Cummings was saying that you kind of came in with a different mentality when you guys came back from winter break. How would you describe that?
I'll just say, like, to get to the next level, there's something has to be done different, because everybody can go to practice. It's like, what you doing outside of that? Like, what's your mindset?
What are you doing outside of that? What are some of the
some things I do. I wake up 5:30 every morning, just come in, get a lift, stay in the training room until I got study hard class, and then after that, just come back in and keep working on my body until practice or meetings.
How would you describe
The arc of our recruitment?
was interested in you, and how did you end up here?
I'd say, so I'm originally from Minnesota.
Okay.
I moved here for my senior year to get more exposure. It kind of worked out the way I wanted to, but it kind of didn't. Lucky enough, Arizona was able to prefer me a walk-on spot, which I earned a scholarship in 6 months here.
Sure. So, were you in, how close was Texas?
It was super close. Like, they offered me like 2 days before Tom Herman got fired. I was on a Zoom call with the whole coaching staff. I was going to commit that Friday, and then he got fired, so I didn't know what was going on with that situation.
Coaching change.
Yeah.
Did you play both ways in high school?
Oh, yes, I did. But when I moved to Arizona, I only played offense.
Offense. Okay. So you were being recruited as a receiver for the most part?
I have 14 offers. I say like half and half, offense and defense.
Okay. When did Arizona kind of enter the picture?
We started in June, like 2 months before June. Like 2 months before June. Like last
spring.
last spring. 2 months
This
before.
idea of being a preferred walk-on, did that appeal to you? I mean, I'm sure you would have.
At first when they called me and talked to me about it, I wasn't up for it. But then like my high school coaches at Pinnacle, the high school I went to down in Phoenix, they just like talked me into it. Like it's like a great opportunity for you. Like what's going on in the COVID and with the football.
Sure. And obviously it's worked out.
Yeah,
well.
yes sir, it did.
When do you feel like things maybe kind of turned around for you last season? I mean, you weren't playing very much over the first half of the year, and then on the second half of the year, you were close to, if not the leading receiver out there.
Yeah, I feel like things turned around. It's just like an opportunity approached me. Like every opportunity you have to like take it because on the football field you don't really get many opportunities. So when you do have an opportunity, you got to make the best of it.
Sure, and I think it was the USC game. Was that really the first one where you?
Yeah, USC
playing
game was the
ball?
first game I got in. Yeah.
What did it feel like? Like all of a sudden, boom! You know,
Yeah,
you're getting the ball, you're making plays.
It was kind of it was live. It was kind of like a high school moment, but just on a bigger stage.
Mm-hmm.
So it really wasn't like too overwhelming or anything. It was just like I got in, take a deep breath. Okay, I can do this. I'm out here for a reason.
When you look back at those couple days span of you're thinking it might be Texas and then Coach Herman gets fired, all that. I'm sure it was a lot of stress at the time, but does that now kind of look back as like a blessing?
Yeah, definitely a blessing because what these guys have done for me and like my family is really good and really cool.
That's one more for Dorian. So we've seen T-Mac make a lot of cool-looking catches.
Yes, sir.
Out here, what do you think of his game?
I love his game. Yeah, we learn from each other. I try to give him knowledge, and then when I see him on the field, I watch for something that I can steal from his game. That's what I do with all my receivers. I watch what I can steal from their game to add to my game because they're just going to make me only better, and then I can help them also making them better.